This is a repost of an interview conducted with Fountain Hughes in the 1940s. Mr. Hughes was born into slavery and emancipated at the end of the Civil War. In this interview, he recounts some of the things that occurred during slavery and after slavery. Mr. Hughes is 101 years old at the time of this interview, so his recording is one of the more preserved ones by the Library of Congress in the United States. So it's probably the one that's most widely known by people who are familiar with the Slave Narrative Project. So have a listen, let me know what you think.
My name is Fountain Hughes. I was born in Charlottesville, Virginia. My grandfather belonged to Thomas Jefferson. My grandfather was 115 years old when he died. And now I am 101 years old. Boys lived quite different from the way they live now. But boys wasn't as mean as they are now either. They had a good time, and the masters didn't treat them bad. And they was always satisfied. They never wore no shoes until they was 12 or 13 years old. Now people put on shoes on babies, when they're when they're month old. I don't know. Put shoes on babies. Just as soon as you see them out in the street, they got shoes on. I told a woman the other day, I said, I never had no shoes till I was 13 years old. She said, what, but you bruise your feet all up and stump your toes? I said, yes, many times I've stumped my toes and blood run out of them. That didn't make them buy me no shoes. And I've been, you wore a dress like a woman till I was, I believe, 10, 12, 13 years old.
So you wore a dress, Phil?
Yes, I didn't wear no pants because it didn't make boys pants. Boys wore dresses.
Who did you work for, Uncle Fountain?
Who did I work for?
Yeah.
You mean when I was a slave?
Yeah, when you were a slave, who did you work for?
Well, I belonged to Burnley's. When I was a slave, my mother belonged to Burnley's. But we was all slave children, and soon after, when we found out that we were free, well, then we were bound out to different people, Ficklin, and Andrews, and all such people as that, and we'd run away and wouldn't stay with them. Well, then we'd just go and stay anywhere we could, and lay out at night and anywhere. We had no home, We just turned out like a lot of cattle. You know how to turn cattle out in the pasture? Well, after freedom, colored people didn't have nothing. Colored people didn't have no beds when they were slaves. People slept on the floor. Pallet here and pallet there. Just like a lot of wild people. We didn't know nothing. Didn't like to look at no book. And there were some freeborn colored people where they had a little education, but there was very few of them where we was. And we all had a, what you call, I might call it now, a jail sentence. It just seemed as we were in jail. Now I couldn't go from here across the street, or I couldn't go to nobody's house without I have a note or something from my master. And if I had that pass, that was what we call a pass. If I had that pass, I could go wherever he sent me, and I'd have to be back. Whoever he sent me to, they'd give me another pass, and I'd bring that back so as to show how long I'd been gone. We couldn't go out and stay an hour or 2 hours or something like that. They send you. Now, say for instance, I go out to the Shirley's place, I'd have to walk, and I'd have to be back maybe in an hour. Maybe they'd give me an hour. I don't know just how long they'd give me. But they'd give me a note so there wouldn't nobody interfere with me and tell who I belonged to. And when I come back, why, I carry it to my master and give that to him. That'd be all right. But I couldn't just walk away like the people does now,